Hello and welcome back to Retro Review, where the name of the game is reviewing games that are not of the current generation. Today we got a true gem. As you've seen on the opening screen, it is Injustice: Gods Among Us, the Ultimate Edition. So Injustice: Gods Among Us was originally released for the Xbox 360, the Wii, and the PlayStation 3, with a later release for Windows. Surprise, surprise, every game goes to the PC, right? But the Ultimate Edition, which is the one that we're reviewing today, is a compilation of all the downloadable content that was released over the lifetime of the game, which was re-released for said systems, as well as the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. So everybody got a little bit of the love, regardless of what generation they decided to jump into the game on. For today's purposes, we have the PlayStation 3 variant, and we're going to go and jump right into what this game gives us. So right off the bat, Injustice: Gods Among Us does not really break away from the reboot of Mortal Kombat. You've got 4 options here to choose from. You see single player, multiplayer, settings, and bonus features. Now the bonus features really doesn't give you a whole lot. You have the archives here if you're really interested in looking at it. You got characters, you got concept art, music, backgrounds, costumes. So from the bonus features, we have settings being the next. Settings is what settings always is in a game: your controls, your audio, video, gameplay, and then you also have the Warner Brothers ID. Now if you're a really diehard fan, you want to go ahead and sign up for Warner Brothers ID. You get special perks as you would signing up for any developer, producer thing. Not really necessary to play the game. And then you have your multiplayer. This is online and versus mode. This is essentially head-to-head combat, which is what the Mortal Kombat, i.e. Injustice series, is known for. Now, if you're more interested in playing the story, you have to go and move over to the single player right here, where you have different options to choose. If you're new to any Mortal Kombat game, I'm going to refer to Mortal Kombat a lot, as this plays very similar to Mortal Kombat. Now if you're new to the series or controls in that manner, haven't been playing for a while, or you've had kind of watered down fighters, then I recommend taking advantage of the training. The training will get you spun up enough to be able to get through the levels on the story. That being said, this is nowhere near as hard as most Mortal Kombat games are. As you progress through the levels, it does have a very good, let's call it a governor, for matching the player's ability versus the computer. But that being said, you do need a little bit of strategy in your fights, otherwise you will lose. That is guaranteed. Alright, so from training, single fight here. Single fight is exactly what it sounds like. You go ahead and just fight against a computer. Star Labs goes and brings you into some different things that you can unlock by completing tasks throughout the game. Okay, so finally, single player, story mode, and here we are inside of that. Now it brings you to another set of options. If you've already beaten the game, you can't continue. You have to either start a new game, or you can select all the chapters you've already gone through, as you can see here. I don't want to ruin the story mode for anybody, but hint hint, Superman becomes a tyrant after the love of his life is murdered by a mysterious evil villain who may or may not appear in multiple screenshots here. And that's about all I'm going to give away. And now, for the sake of demonstrating what this game can do, we're going to move into single fight. So before we go ahead and pick single fight, let's go ahead and go over the character roster thus far. So you have a pretty healthy roster here. It's by no means complete, but it does hit the highlights of DC fans' list of people they would most likely enjoy playing as. Of course, there's Batman. You got Nightwing, which I was very, very happy about having join the roster here. Flash, Cyborg, Green Arrow, Superman, Martian Manhunter, Zatanna, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Raven, also a very nice addition, fun to play as, Hawkgirl, Shazam, so you can literally take the who's stronger, Superman or Shazam, fight and, you know, see who is actually stronger. Play it to your heart's content. Green Lantern, Batgirl, Sinestro, Black Adam, Bane, Doomsday, Killer Frost, Ares, also a good character to play as, Scorpion, surprise, surprise there's a sneak cameo, and then you got Zod, Lex Luthor, Catwoman, very good character to play as. She is very quick, and if used correctly, very, very easy to take down any enemy you fight against. Next is Deathstroke, Solomon Grundy, Harley Quinn, which honestly I like playing as Harley Quinn a little bit more in the sequel. The Joker, also a very good one to play as in this. He's extremely quick, and when used correctly, you can just lay into people. And then lastly, there's Lobo. So for this, we'll play as Nightwing. And let's go ahead and pit ourselves against someone like good old Bane. Why not? We'll go with medium. Give us a little bit of a challenge. And let's go to the Batcave. Cool. Okay. Every character gets their own little introduction. A return from Mortal Kombat, of course. There we go. He's all roided up.
Begin.
So before we start, let's go ahead and look at what we got here. The quick reference is something to just start you right off the bat. You can see the different move sets that you can do here. But if you want to get a more complete idea of it, go to the move list, and this will give you a greater concept of what you can do. Basic attacks here. You got your staff attacks, combo attacks, special moves, and then of course there is your character power. It really allows you to do special things. Alright.
Begin.
Shots in.
Show's over.
The strong always
Oh, okay.
triumph.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, man. The backbreaker.
Nightwing wins.
And so, just like that, if you go ahead and use your character correctly, you can essentially come away from a match with a victory to where you're hardly hit at all. Now, I made a few mistakes there, not correctly blocking or dodging when I could have, of course, but ultimately, I'm pretty satisfied with the way that it turned out. There was a lot of spamming of certain moves and attacks, but sometimes that's what you have to do. One thing I like about Nightwing is he has the ability to combine his staff, which when combined, the staff actually gives him more range. So depending on how the person is that you're fighting, like someone like Bane, he likes to charge at you. If you're able to keep him at a little bit of a distance, or should I say strike him at a bit of a distance, he doesn't have the ability to charge up on you, which is pretty nice. Alright, yeah, so that pretty much concludes the video here on this. The only thing left to really go over is video quality and sound. So as you can see for yourself, the video quality, even for PlayStation 3, like, it's good graphics. 1080p, you know, it's about as good as it's going to get without, you know, more rendering, of course. But graphics are good. The graphics are fine. I never found any lag between anything going on. It was very smooth transition for gameplay. There are some characters, like for instance Superman, where I find that movesets and combos are a little bit harder, but Superman's a powerhouse, so every move he strikes does a little more damage than most other characters. Now, we could totally get into the whole OP Superman argument. We're not going to go ahead and do that here. Let's just say, for the sake of this game, some characters play easier than other characters. If you're a combo person, you want to go with the faster characters, i.e. Catwoman, Raven, Nightwing, Batgirl, and in some instances Batman. But those are the characters that you want to kind of err toward if you're going to play through this. Now, if you do the story mode, you don't really have the option of choosing too much, because you have to go based on each character's involvement in the story. Now, as far as sound goes, whether you're playing with headphones on or whether you're playing with surround sound, is on par. Like, there's same with video, there's really no drop in anything, it's all smooth. So my overall review of this, I would say about 4.25. I mean, it's an absolutely great game. Not perfect. I think that Injustice 2 went and fixed a lot of the things as far as combat goes and a larger character roster. I may even bump it up to a 4.5, just because this game holds very good value here, even in 2020. So is it worth the play? Absolutely. Can you find it on sale? Absolutely. Digital download at a store, you can pick it up anywhere. And again, it's on Windows, as all games are. It's on PlayStation 3, Wii, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One. So whatever system you decide gaming is right for you, you have the option of jumping right into this game and just blowing off a little steam in a universe that lets you do so. Alright everyone, thank you for watching. As always, if you like this video, go ahead, hit subscribe, hit the notification button to let you know when there's new videos uploaded to the channel. Go ahead, leave comments, gripes, concerns, whatever, down in the comments section on my channel, or go ahead and message me directly. Doesn't really matter. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.